These odds are also from FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel Sportsbook. Not sponsored by them. Shout out to them, though.
Yo, Danny Sports here. Week 3 was very, very interesting. Some blowouts, some historic blowouts, worlds colliding, and some upsets. Let's move on to week 4. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. These Miami highlights are still going and 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 going. So here is how this works. I drag a lime W and a pink S to whoever I think wins the game this week and covers the spread. Thursday night football, we got an NFC North slobber knocker between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The Lions are favored by 1.5 on the road in Lambeau Field. A really close game in my opinion. Green Bay coming off that incredible comeback, down 17-0 last week at home to the Saints. Lions coming off a dominant win against Atlanta. I'm going to go with Detroit here. And since Dan Campbell's been the coach of the Lions, he's 3-1 against the Packers, and I think that continues here on Thursday night. Detroit, give me them -1.5. Let's head across the pond. Jacksonville's second home, London, United Kingdom, as they host, I guess, the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons just talked about it. Got their ass kicked by the Lions, and Jacksonville was bad. It was cringe. If you're a Jaguars fan, they got absolutely destroyed by the Houston Texans. They're 3-point favorites in London. I'm going to take Atlanta here. I don't know. Jacksonville just likes to start slow in the season. I guess that's what they do. Atlanta, I think they get the run game going here, and Bijan looks like arguably the best running back in the league outside of Christian McCaffrey, of course. So I like Atlanta here to cover and to get the upset win. So to the game of the week we go. AFC East battle between two alphas in the AFC. The Miami Dolphins coming off. We all know what's going on in Miami. 70 points last week, 700 yards, 10 total touchdowns, all of that. Buffalo dominating Washington. I'm shocked here, to be honest with you. Everyone has Miami's the best team, yada, yada, yada. I'm going with them. There is something special when you put up 70 points in a game. That's not normal. Not even 2018 Mahomes did that. Greatest show on turf. There's something special here. 2007 New England never did that. They put up 50 a couple times, never 60 or 70, I mean. There's something special in Miami. This is the year of the Dolphin. I feel like they could not go undefeated in the regular season, but win maybe 15, 16 games. This team is special. Give me Miami, the underdog. Red hot Pittsburgh against the young upstart red hot Houston Texans. Another game that's 3 is the spread, and first time I'm taking a favorite in week 4. Every single road game I've taken, technically London, but technically every single road game I've taken so far with the spread and the straight up win. Houston is the best defense CJ Stroud is going to play, and Pittsburgh doesn't lose games like this, so I'm going to take the Steelers here. LA Rams, Indianapolis Colts. Colts favored by 1.5 after that huge win in Baltimore a week ago. LA Rams lost in Cincinnati on Monday night. They looked horrible. Their defense didn't look too good, and their offense looked horrible. Looked like last year's team, honestly. But with that being said, I'm going to take the Rams on the road I feel like Indy's the best team they've played here. They played Baltimore. I know Baltimore's better than the LA Rams, but it just feels like an upset here. I'm taking the Rams over the Colts. First battle of the winless this week, 0-3 Minnesota, 0-3 Carolina. 3.5-point favorites for the Vikings. It depends who's the quarterback here for the Panthers. If it's Bryce Young, I like Minnesota big. If it's Andy Dalton, I like the Panthers in the upset. Like it said, and Bryce Young might play, so I'm going to take the Vikings to finally get a win here. The Panthers' offense is horrible with Bryce Young. It's not bad with Andy Dalton. The Vikings' defense is still terrible. But I'm going to take the Vikings. Say they out-talent the Panthers in this game. Low-key, the most heated rivalry in the NFL. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. These two teams can't stand each other. Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. Every single Bucs and Saints game feel like there's a brawl, a flat-out brawl between Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. These two dudes hate each other. I'm going to pick the Saints to win and the Bucs to cover the spread. And this is going to be a close game, but New Orleans barely wins. Washington coming off that ass whooping they received against Buffalo going to Philadelphia. Last year they beat Philadelphia in the Lincoln Financial Field. That ain't happening this time. Philly's on a mission. They lost the Super Bowl. They looked really good this year, except their passing game's not as good as it was a year ago. Dallas Goedert's off. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith are off, except for that Minnesota game. Devontae Smith looked amazing. Again, it's the Vikings. Take that with a grain of salt. But regardless, Philadelphia wins and covers spread here.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
Is this actually happening? Is this actually happening? Oh my gosh. Toilet Bowl, Caleb Williams Bowl, whatever you want to call it. The Broncos favored by 3.5 going to Soldier Field against the Chicago Bears. It's not even fun anymore. I sound depressed. It's bad. Thank God Denver lost by so much and Taylor Swift was at the Chiefs game, so the Bears didn't get as much of that negative attention. But these are the two worst teams in the NFL this year, and I think Denver wins and covers the spread. The Bears might not win a game. I'm that anxious. I don't think we'll win a game this year. We'll be with the Lions and Browns and be winless this year. Cincinnati coming off that huge win against the Rams on Monday night, going to Nashville, taking on the Titans, who just got destroyed by the Browns. And I like the Bengals here. I think they get hot here. AFC North clash. We got Baltimore going to Cleveland. Cleveland dominated Tennessee a week ago. Baltimore lost to Indianapolis at home. Like the whole offense is the Lamar Jackson. The injury bug is catching up to Baltimore. That's not even Halloween yet, but I think they beat Cleveland here in an upset. I think it's going to be a really, really close game. I think the Ravens cover the spread and win the game. Baltimore. Now to the later games on Sunday, an AFC West showdown. Las Vegas Raiders, LA Chargers. Chargers finally broke the seal, got a win last week, but Brandon Staley tried his hardest to have them lose the game. 4th and 1 fullback dive with 9 guys in the box for the Vikings, and they didn't get it. The Vikings Vikinged, and the Chargers almost chargered, but they played the Vikings. With that being said, the Raiders are horrible. In the last couple of years, the Chargers have dominated the Raiders in LA, San Diego. Give me the Chargers here. New England, Dallas. Dallas coming off that upset loss in Arizona to the Cardinals, where they just got punched in the mouth. And New England coming off a win against the team that they own in the New York Jets. This one is tough. Dallas is amazing at home. Last year they went 11-1 on turf fields and 1-4 on grass fields. And New England's a slower team. So I'm going to say Dallas wins the game, but New England covers the spread. 7 is a lot. I feel like New England will make this a ball game and give me the Dallas Cowboys to win here. And back to West Coast Pacific Coast we go for the last afternoon game. NFC West battle, Arizona Cardinals coming off that win against Dallas. San Francisco dominating the Giants, having some time to prepare for this game. The Niners are 14-point favorites. Have we learned our lesson from the Cardinals? They're that team that plays hard and is physical on both sides of the ball. We learned our lesson. San Francisco wins. But the spread, I'm going to take Arizona in the spread. Arizona will cover the spread against San Francisco, but the Niners will win. Sunday Night Football, just these primetime games are sad. Imagine this game with Aaron Rodgers. This game would have been an absolute banger if Aaron Rodgers was healthy. So it's just sad seeing these Jets primetime games because of no Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson cringe and getting booed out of the building on Sunday Night Football. I feel bad for Zach Wilson, but he's just not good at his job at the moment, and he has to work in front of hundreds of thousands of millions of people. In Kansas City, they have one of the GOATs on their team, multiple GOATs, and they dominated a week ago against Chicago, and I think this is when they get red hot and end up like 10-1 by Christmas time, Thanksgiving time. So they give me the Chiefs here to win and cover the spread. And the last game of the week, finally back to just one Monday night game. I don't know why they did that. The 2 Monday night games for the last 2 weeks, it was annoying switching back and forth. But we got Seattle going to the New York Giants. Seattle on a 2-game win streak. The Giants getting their ass kicked, but have extra time to prepare. Saquon Barkley could play because they had such a long rest. They played the last Thursday night in week 3, and then week 4 they play on Monday night. With that being said, I don't know how Seattle is underdogs here. Give me the Seahawks to win and cover the spread. They're more explosive. Their defense will get some players back. Their O-line will get healthy. The Giants are a mess right now. Give me the Seahawks. And that is it for week 4. Been on a hot streak here the last couple of weeks. Let's keep this thing up and see where it takes us. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe.